Hello, this is Godel, and welcome back to the Islands of Insight static puzzle series. Um, so last time we finished up the kind of loose end I left in Verdant Glen. I finished the excursion, and then those three big, hard static puzzles there in the area. I think with that, Verdant Glen's static puzzle should be completely done, except for the Match 3 Speed Challenge, which I previously mentioned I would be doing later on my other save file. But anyways, continuing on. Last time we left off, I was over near the Temple of Infinite Rings, and I said I would finish up this Luminous quest I had, so I just went ahead and finished that. Turn in my quest reward there. Let's pick up another quest too. Let's just get this generic solve 30 puzzles quest. Sure, why not? Alright, so now, with a bunch of funds acquired, we can look at some upgrades we can purchase. So Pattern Grid Match 3 Perfection bonus, I'm not too interested in. This one I feel like I would be interested in. Speedier Rolling Blocks. We haven't seen rolling block puzzles yet, but we will be seeing them soon. What else do we have here? Sentinel Stone Vision is kind of whatever. Sentinel Stones are not really a big challenge. I do think I'm gonna grab... I'm gonna wait until I have an area that has Sightseers in it before I grab the Sightseer bonuses over here. Those are pretty big bonuses though, so I will be glad to have them. I'm gonna go ahead and grab... We don't need 4 sights. I'm just going to grab Armillary Ring bonus for now. And Speedier Rolling Blocks for now. Because we will want that very soon. And Armillary Rings are just like kind of wherever. So as I'm just running by and picking them up, they can kind of start paying for themselves. Let me grab this lower fragment here. Alright, so in today's episode, I'm going to go and handle the... Shattered Library and Shattered Oasis. I'm going to go to the Shattered Oasis first because I believe it unlocks things that are used in the Shattered Library. So we'll want to have that open first so we can actually do those puzzles in the Shattered Library and we're not going back and forth. I may also be assuming incorrectly and it doesn't actually have anything to do with that, but we'll see. Is this Wandering Echo going the same way we are? Nope. See ya. Alright, here's the Shattered Oasis. And oh, to get in here we have to do a Pillar of Insight, so let's do that first. Alright, this is a new entire rule. So in this rule, you basically just have to connect, oh my gosh, all of the letters of the same, all the tiles of the same letter. So we have the A's, and we have to connect it to all the other A's. We have the B's, and we have to connect it to all the other B's, but they can't connect to any of the A's, so we have to separate those. If you've ever played the game Flow Free, then you will be familiar with this concept. So it's actually not too hard to speed through these pretty quickly. You can see I just kind of eyeballed the connections in this one, and then now the rest just has to be Dark Cells. When you have just a hey, don't connect the or connect all the letters, you can kind of just connect the letters and not really worry about blocking them off as you're going, unless you have additional rules, like if you have don't make a domino or all dark areas have size 2, then you need to kind of go a little bit more slowly, make sure you're doing what you're doing. But if your rule is only connect the letters, you can kind of just like go crazy with it. Those grids are always made so that there's only one solution and you can't really like do the one solution wrong. Alright, so we're now at the Shattered Oasis. This place has hidden cubes, a lot of hidden cubes. And we have logic grids. Before I do the logic grids, let me go over here and do the... I believe there was a Pillar of Insight here. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. Hidden cube over here that I saw. Okay. Well, more of this. So again, we can just kind of solve this by hugging the edge there, except I hugged it too close and I connected the A to the B on accident. That's my bad. Alright. So we have hidden cubes, we have logic grids with letters. Again, here, it's like there's only one way to do this, so just fill in the colors. Okay, here we go. This is one where we can't just fill in the tiles willy-nilly because we have the rule, do not make a 4 in a row. So we now have to connect them, and then we have to make sure we block 4 in a rows as we're going along here, and we don't just want to guess where they connect either, because this B, for example, it could come down here, but it might also need to come around like this way to prevent 4 in a rows. So we're gonna go a little bit more slowly here. This D has to come here towards that one. Alright, this A has to come down here. That C, this is the only C in the puzzle, so that doesn't need to connect to anything else. This D needs to come over here. The A needs to go around like that. Okay. I'm purposefully not filling those in just yet because we don't know if we're gonna need them. And then also when we're done, I can just do a flood fill and be done with everything. Okay, so this needs to come here, and then it needs to go around the corner here. So everything's done here now. All the letters are connected. I can just flood fill the dark cells and be done with it. Okay. Oh, are we gonna go into a 5-pipper right out of the gate here? I don't see why not, especially since I'm up here already, so let's do it. Alright, all letters. So we just need to connect all the letters here. So we have this alternating A, B, C, D, E, F, G, except they're also alternating colors. So the dark from up here is going to have to get down to there. So this A is going to have to go around the outside for starters. And it's just going to have to go all the way around the outside because it cannot come down the middle no matter what. Once that's done, we want to go ahead and isolate it from the other dark one. This F can now come here through the back. It is unclear whether this F wants to come out here to isolate this connection or if it wants to stay in here, but for now, let's just do our given moves. That D was not a given move. This D doesn't need to go anywhere. There's no other Ds in the puzzle. So that was a mistake. Never mind, it was not a mistake. But this tile, when I put a light cell there, it was a mistake. So, oops. Alright. So these Bs are going to have to go around the outside. These Cs are going to have to go around. And then that just finishes up the puzzle there. So, not too bad of a 5-pip puzzle. Another hidden cube there. The 5-pip puzzles tend to be, if you're comfortable with the rules, they are not too bad at all. Okay, so here's a no domino rule. So anytime we place a dark cell, we have to surround it with white cells. So we're going to end up with this diagonal border to all of our areas. This B is going to have to come out this way. There we go. So that blocks in the A with this diagonal wall. This B is going to have to come here. So this this D is going to have to squeeze underneath the B here. There we go. And then this C needs to be isolated as well. So everything else should just be a light cell at this point. Nice. Alright, let's hit this Wandering Echo really quick. Where are you going? Come back, please. Alright. There's another Wandering Echo here. I remember one of these being, like, very demanding in platforming. Is it this one where you have to jump on these little pillars? Oh, gosh. Ah! Super jump, quick. Alright, saved it. Armillary Ring? Is this Armillary Ring part of this enclave? I guess we'll see if it despawns in a little while. It's not. Alright, no dominoes, no light 2x2s, and then connect all the cells. Alright, let's start by doing the things we know have to be done. So the bee kinda has no reason to go over here. No, it definitely has no reason. Alright, the bee has to come around over there, block those 2x2s. Alright, cool. The A has to wrap around there. Very nice. Let's do these two puzzles here. This is a... Why does this puzzle look so weird? What on earth? Anyways, this is a search the environment puzzle. So we see it gives us this given of a dark cell in the top left corner. Oh, hold on. There's a grid on the floor over here. Maybe that's what it means by search the environment. I mean, yeah, that is what it means. So when you have a search the environment puzzle here, you're kind of looking at something around you. There's not very many of these in the game, unfortunately. I think they're pretty cool, but it's just not how they are. Alright, search the environment, and we have 6 rows of 5. These kind of look like rows of 5. So if we're standing at it from this angle, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have a dark in the left, the second, third, and then the third down there. And then over here in the middle, we have the second one, and then the 5th one on the second row. And then here we have the 1, 2, and 4 on the bottom, and then 4 and 5 on the top. 1, 2, 4, and then 4 and 5. There we go. I like that puzzle. This is one that I remember quite clearly. Very cool puzzle. Alright, let's just go around here, grab more logic grids. Okay, let's start by making sure our colors don't connect here, and we're gonna have to make sure we don't do any white 2x2s here. Does this D have to come out? It doesn't have to. Now it can't. Okay, and this can't connect here. This B is going to have to go past this tile, so this tile belongs to that B. And I went a little bit too... got a little bit too excited there. Alright. There we go. Alright, no 4 in a rows, but we have to connect all the light cells. I guess we don't technically have to connect all the light cells, we have to connect everything that's currently placed, though. So let's block our 4 in a rows first. Go up here. More 4 in a row blocking. Alright. What are we doing here? I think if we just go up like that, we're good, right? Yeah. Alright, cool. Wasn't not too bad. Oh, uh-oh. Wandering Echo, get back here. Ah, it disappeared. So I do have the perk that lets you get a bonus if you collect a Wandering Echo on the first try, but we just missed that for this puzzle. Does it go on top here? Oh, jeez, come on. Where's it going? Seriously? Alright, now we know it goes up here, so let's get a head start on it. Without using a super jump. And then we know it goes out over here. There it is. Ah, here's the Pillar of Insight. I remember seeing one. But I was like, well, where is it? So unmatched letters must escape. I've kind of already been inherently doing that. You know, if something's trapped, then, you know, not blocking it in. Whoops. Perfectly good. Another perfectly good perfection puzzle, bonus ruined. Alright, so this A is going to have to get out of here without hitting these B's, and then it's going to have to go down here. These B's just go like that. These D's go over here. These D's. Okay. Here's an interesting one. So I could just do this like one tile at a time, be like, okay, this escapes, then this escapes, then that escapes, then that, then that. You know, this A has to come up here. Then now this has to come up here. You know, I could just do this one at a time, but alternatively, you can also just see that you just have to weave around each other. That's kind of like the classic flow-free kind of puzzle. Connect all dark cells. Okay. Well, let's make that hug the wall so it can't cause any blocked dark cells. There we go. All dark cells connected and all letters separated. This, I feel like this rule, the connect the letters rule, is probably one of the easiest logic puzzle grid rules. Oh, and now we have numbers. Oh boy. Okay, well, start with this. The C doesn't have to come out, but it might, this 4 could come up here and then it could end up being dark anyway, so we're going to hold on that one. This A has to come down here, so it has to go through here. And look at that, the C does actually come out. When you have numbers and letters at the same time, you really can't just be being so haphazard in coloring things in because, you know, you don't know where the numbers are going and they can expand and make your letter come up. Like this B randomly had to go up right here. Isn't that strange? There we go. I hear a hidden cube. Hello? Hidden cube home? Alright, no 4 in a rows here. Alright, that looks good. Alright, get the C and the 5 over here. Puzzle is definitely a little bit more tricky. It is a 3-pipper for sure. Alright, I think what's going to end up happening is that this 7 is going to end up blocking that. And then this 6 is going to end up going like this, if I were to guess. I shouldn't guess, but I did, so sue me. I was right. Hidden cubes galore over here. Hidden cube, you get a hidden cube, you get a hidden cube, everybody gets a hidden cube. Ooh, a 4-pipper. Or 4-star. I do actually remember this puzzle, and I will say this puzzle's a little bit disappointing. It's a flow freestyle puzzle here again, but it's actually quite easy to sort out because you just need this D to get to this D, and then all of the other colors need to kind of wrap around it. So we just need this D to basically go around the other colors. So we need to figure out where the other colors are going to be going first. And I can just get this started here. So this D, we're not going to have just, well, we might have an isolated piece of white tail somewhere, but we know that this is going to start like this at minimum. Okay. So this C needs to connect all the way down here. So it could go up here, over, down, over, up, over, and down. And it needs to leave room for the white D to follow it. So I'm going to very carefully just trace out the path that it looks like it needs to take. It needs to leave a space for the D to go and fit between everything here. Alright, so I think that's what the C should be. And I've blocked in the A entirely because I was not paying attention. Okay, let's go around and hit the A. There we go. Our A goes like that, and our B goes like that. And that's it. This puzzle's done. Shame I didn't get the perfection bonus, but that's okay. When everyone's like, oh no, not another long puzzle. He spent an hour on them last episode. No worries, that one's not that bad. Alright, we have a new grid rule that decided to pop up in our face suddenly. Underclude grids. So what this means, pick up this lore real quick. People talk lore. What this means is if we go in here, we're going to see that we have a grid and there's kind of a lot of open space. But what we have is a rule, and the rule says connect all dark cells. So in order to solve this puzzle, we don't know what's going to be out here necessarily, but we do know that this dark cell needs to get out of here. From here, it can do whatever it wants, and that's not for us to figure out. But that's how the name of the game goes with this kind of puzzle. So we're going to get started on these puzzle chains here. Connect all dark cells. So here we need to just do this, and then this, and then this, and again, we don't know what's up here in the top, none of our business, so we're just going to not put anything up there. Another thing that's happening while solving these puzzles is that it actually tells you how many more tiles you need to put. So we need to put 22 tiles here. So anything that's a given and we know is a given, we're going to fill it in. So we know nothing can connect to these numbers because we're done. And then we don't know what goes around anywhere else around the puzzle. And that's okay, because that's what the puzzle is. You can kind of think of this as like a puzzle proof. There we go, here. Just blocking the 2x2s there. Hitting cube mirabilis, thank you. What are we doing? Blocking 3 in a row. So we have 3 in a row. Here, 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 there, there, and then all of these. Alright. I'm doing these kind of back and forth because they're going to go up there, and I don't want to come up here and go down there. Alright, so now we need to make sure this 2 doesn't get overloaded and this 3 doesn't get overloaded. That's all that one's about. Cool. Hitting cube. Thank you. Oh, there's a red 2-star puzzle down here. Okay, this one admittedly is gonna be harder than the 4-star puzzle I did. We're going to have to connect these in a way where they don't intersect each other, which is kind of tricky, because if you look here, this C, for example, needs to connect to this C and this C, but there's this B and a B and a B in here, so this C has to get over here without touching any of those. So if we look closely, this B is kind of blocking off this way, and this B is blocking off this way, this one blocks this way, so we know the C is going to have to go here. So this tail here, we're going to say is part of the C. And we're going to also need to make sure we leave room for this D to get over to this D, because it can't go over here. And it can't go through here either because of the A. So the D is going to have to come down here. And we can go ahead and fill that one in. That A needs to come out. This D goes there, and then this C is going to go here. Connect the rest of the D, and I think that should be good for D. Alright, this B is going to come out. This C can now come out there. Alright, this A has to connect there. The C is done. The B needs to not go this way, because then we cut off the A. So we're going to go around the A. And there we go. Very nice. Kind of like this Celtic knot, but it's flat. So it's not a Celtic knot. I guess it's a Celtic tangle. I don't know. Alright. Easier puzzle here. Let's go. Let's connect our... Whoops. That may have been a mistake up there. It was a mistake. Oh well. Alright. Finished another Mirabilis here. What else do we have for our Shattered Oasis? Complete all 3 chains of the underclued grids. So we were working on those earlier, and then find all 5 wandering echoes. Okay. Let's just kind of make this A hug the wall over here. Make this B hug the wall. The C is going to have to go around the B. Just making it fit as tightly as I can there. Oh, it's a heart. I hear a cube. I hear cube, but I know C cube. For a second, I thought my headphones were on backwards because I was getting lost. Okay, I just solved this armillary ring here, and it did not give me +1 puzzle solved for this enclave, so that random armillary ring and that one that I just hit was not part of this enclave. Hello, hidden cube up in the tree. Any other hidden cubes? New hidden cube, who dis? Alright, connect all dark cells. Well, we know this has to come here, and this has to come here, and this has to come here. Connected colors must escape. Yeah, I just did that. Right? Thanks for the tip. I've been doing that a lot up until now. Connect all dark cells. Oh, here's a fun one. So the dark cells can't get in here, and that's all. That's all that this one is showing. If you have like this closed-in area, then you're not going to be able to get any dark cells in there. Alright, just had to take a quick pause there. Moving forward, we're done with chains up here. Let's go down here and get this hidden cube. And this hidden cube. And this hidden cube? I said this hidden cube? I thought there was another one over here. I guess not. Oh, there it is. There is one. With the save stats tool, I can actually generate a map that shows where all of them are. I probably will not be doing that, because I like to torture myself. Alright. More things. I didn't really talk about that one, I just said more things and then I did it. There we go. Really just you want to solve for all of your givens and then that's it. You don't know what anything else is, so you're not putting anything else. Alright, this is the don't make the shapes side, I guess. Whoops, that one was wrong. There we go. Hello, Hidden Cube, how are you? I'm doing great, thanks. Alright. Look, more hidden cubes. Alright, do not make a 5 in a row. I had to, like, count there to see if it was actually 5. Hidden cube, hidden cube. And we're going. Okay. Wandering Echo, let's go. Where are we going? Oh, geez. Where... Sir? Come back? Hello? Where are you going? Oh, over here. Okay. I think I just walked past the hidden cube. Yeah, I see it over there. No, don't you dare disappear after all that. Jeez. Grab this hidden cube before I forget it's here. Alright, connect all light and dark cells. Well, we can't have any light cells in here no matter what. And then, similarly, we can't have any dark cells along this wall, because then they would get separated by the white. We're gonna learn that rule soon in the Cliff and Void area. Connect all light and dark cells again. Well, this one has to come up here, and then it has to come out there. And then there can't be a light cell up there. Pretty straightforward. Fill in the one there, and then expand this 4 out. We can only have 1 in here, so we know it has to come out at least 2. Alright, no checkerboards. I made a checkerboard. Checkerboards are one of the harder patterns to figure out. So that was all of the 3 underclued chains of clues. Now we have this graduation test. So no 4 in a rows. No 4 in a rows. Block that. We have to connect all dark cells as well. So this is going to have to come up here. That's going to have to come up there. No 4 in a rows. This has to come around there. Connect all dark cells, but also no 4 in a rows. No 4 in a row. Need to fill both of those in. Dark and dark. I don't know why this is an underclued grid, because it's actually fully clued, but, whatever. Lore. People talk lore. Okay. I feel like I just saw a hidden cube. That was like, yep, this one. $12 puzzles still available. Okay. Go ahead and do that. We'll see if we regret that momentarily. Looks like it should be fine. This is kind of a tight squeeze puzzle. There we go. Alright, were there any more hidden cubes up here along the roof? You want to call this a roof? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the Romans called it back in the day. Like, hey, have you repaired the roof? Roof has giant hole in it. Yeah, I've repaired it. I heard a hidden cube right here. Yep, there's one. Alright, we got 10 puzzles left to find here. And they're hidden cubes, and I do not have the audio bonus, so good luck me. I'm just going to kind of run around now and listen for hidden cubes. Sometimes the jump pad sound effect sounds like a hidden cube. Here's one. Alright, I think I'm all clear up here. Let's go down to the lower levels. The waterfall is also very noisy. Don't hear anything else up here except that one I just got. I mean, I didn't hear it. I saw it before I heard it. This one I think we're good on. I ran around it pretty well. Let's go up here. Here's one. Remember, if you're playing this for yourself, feel free not to find all the hidden cubes. You only need to find 18 of them. And I feel like there's 40 over here, so... There were a bunch over here. Alright, I think I've gotten them all from this upper section. I'm not hearing anything else. Here's a logic grid I missed. Let's do that real quick. Block the connection there. This A has to go around this side. That was surely not correct, but oh well. Whoop. I already made a mistake earlier, no worries. Okay. Any more hidden cubes here? Oh, I hear something here. There's one. There's a second one. I was like, why am I still hearing it? It was a different one. Alright, we are at 4 puzzles left, and they are probably all hidden cubes. Just walk around here through the foliage. 3 puzzles left. We've reached level 15. We did unlock a new upgrade. We're not going to be grabbing it yet, but that will be a useful upgrade to grab once we head over to the next continent, if you want to call it a continent. I don't know what else you call it, actually. Alright, I've kind of combed the edge of this bigger island. Whoop. Got stuck between those 2 trees. What was that? I did some weird, like, super jump. Aha, there it is. Alright, 2 left. I'm probably just going to finish combing the perimeter over here, and if I don't find it, I'll cut and show you once I found it. This is probably also a terrible guide if you're trying to use this to find them yourself. I apologize. If you do want a guide, I recommend downloading the Save Stats tool. It's currently available in the Steam community. And then it can generate a map for you to show you where all of your static puzzles are. That said, I'm going to be running around and looking for it myself. for the next few minutes. So, see ya in a bit. So I just came here to the plaza where the 3 chain logic grid started, and I heard a shimmer, and I looked up there, and there it was. So let's hop up there and grab it. Yank. Alright, one more. I feel like I've walked around on the ground quite a lot, so I'm thinking this last hidden cube might just be up high somewhere where I can't really hear it. That one I was basically had my face against that pillar before I heard it, so I'm actually gonna jump up high and see if I can see it from up here. And let's go ahead and glide, and I'm just gonna take a look around here. I'm looking at like tops of trees, tops of these rooftops. Yep, they are sure roofs. Nothing over there. Anything here? I am also doing it from quite far away here, so I'm relying on my eyes to be good enough to spot the slight distortion of the cube. Might not be a wise idea, but that's what I'm doing currently. This is the last one I need also, so once I'm found this one, I am out of here. Alright, no dice with this tactic. Alright, I'll keep looking again, and I will see you in a minute once I find it. Alright, I was just walking around the upper area again and stumbled upon it right here. Boom. There we go. 90 puzzles solved, 100% complete. Excellent. Alright, checking video time. It looks like we are at about 40 minutes so far. Let's see if we can also squeeze in the Shattered Library. There's not not a bunch of hidden things that take forever to find over there at the very least. Oh gosh. Oh no. All of these puzzles, which are locked because they have all of the possible rules in the game. Alright, here we go. Shattered Library. Let's go. We go. Hey, there's where we just were. Hi. Oh, this is like far away from everything. You can barely see the mainland from here. Let's go. Shattered Library. Connect all dark cells. Alright. Easy. It's underclued here too, so connect all light cells and dark cells. Alright, cool. Connect all light cells. Connect all dark cells. Bottlenecks. That's kind of what I've just been doing there, is when you know something has to go through a route that's a bottleneck. It's a leitmotif. I don't know if we've talked about these puzzles much. So a leitmotif is this Islands of Insight symbol. And normally you can see the whole symbol, but the Shattered Library actually has these unique leitmotifs where they're actually cut off. You can see specifically in the quest objective, they're called underclued leitmotifs, and that's probably just to go with the theme of the Shattered Library being an underclued puzzle area. So bottleneck here, bottlenecks here. Connect all light and dark cells. We got bottlenecks here and here, but then also dark cells can't go over there. Connect all dark cells. Well, we know this has to come over here. Wait, how do you make all... What? We know this has to come here, this has to come here, and that has to go there. How do we connect all dark cells if we can't make a 2x2? Oh, we don't have to go down there. That's why. Silly me. I was overthinking that one. I was like hallucinating a dark cell in that corner. What am I, ChatGPT? Alright, let's see where we need to go for this leitmotif. Looks like about here. Kind of hard to tell when, like, center of the leitmotif is, which is what I normally lock onto is not there. There we go. Connect all dark cells, so this has to come here. We don't know which way it goes here, but then it does have to go there, and then it has to go through here. Bottleneck logic grid's complete. Connect all dark cells. This is like that one I just fumbled all over, but I didn't fumble on it again. Connect all light cells. Okay. Well, it's kind of like a maze. So we don't know if it's gonna do any forks, but we do know at minimum it has to get from this side to the other side. So we're just gonna trace the shortest route. All right. What it does with the rest of its life is not my business. It can do whatever it likes. It's an adult white snake, I guess. I don't know. All right. Got another leitmotif complete. Alright. Underclued letters. So all we know is that this A has to get from here to here. We don't know what this B, C, and D is doing. However, the C and D kind of block it from going here. The B and C block it from going over here. So we know that it's going to have to go through here as a bottleneck. And then it can't touch that D. There we go. Do another puzzle up here. All we know here is that these B's need to draw a line between them, so the A's cannot go through between the B's in any way, because the B's would then have to go around the A's, but the A's are against the wall, so bottleneck there. All we know here, the B and A can do whatever they want on this side, but they both have to squeeze through here, so that's a double bottleneck. Another logic grid over here. The B has to get to the other B, so it's going to have to go through here. Whoops, that was the wrong color. And then the A is going to have to go around the B. It's going to have to come this way. And then it's going to have to get through that corner somehow, but we don't know exactly how. Alright, we got a pillar of insight here. Let's check it out after I get this leitmotif. How do you find the point of a leitmotif, by the way? I don't think I've really talked about them because we haven't done them too much. But in general, they're kind of like converging to a point. So if you saw a leitmotif like this, where it's like getting bigger in this direction and smaller in this direction, that would be your hint that your point you want to stand at is going to be over here-ish. Okay, A, B, C, D, E. Well, none of these can touch. And then A, B, and D need to come out. None of these can touch. That needs to come out. A is not going to be able to go around this side. So A is going to have to go around this way in some manner. Oh, I was overthinking that a little bit. I just had to look up at the top and see that A and B were not fully extended as they could be. Alright, let's do this pillar of insight. I think this is another bottleneck rule here. There we go. Kind of just bringing them out as far as we can. That we know we can for sure. This has to go this way, and then can't go that way. This has to go this way. These A's are going to have to come down here. And they're going to have to go around this side as well. These B's have to go through the middle like this. But it could also turn and go around. So it's not to connect them, but to block the connections between those. Okay, this is a corner bottleneck because the A has to go between these, but it cannot go in a straight line. So these are going to be A tiles. And then it's going to have to go through like that. So letter bottlenecks. Yep, we just did a bunch of those. Thank you for the additional insight. And we unlocked a mystery. How about that? When you complete optional enclaves, it rewards you with a mystery. I don't think I mentioned that in the previous episode when we did what was it called? The excursion. But we did earn a mystery from that as well. Let's go ahead and finish up this enclave here. Should be able to do it before we hit my target video time here. I think I finished everything over there. Coming over to the next little island. Oh, we got a 5-pip puzzle. This is not underclued, worth pointing out. So we know this 3 can't come this way or this way because it's going to lock in that 5 and 2. Or this way. So there we go. This 6 is going to have to go... Well, this 5 is going to have to come up here, but this 6 is going to have to extend at least this way. It could go further. But we don't know where it's going just yet. Okay, this 5 can't come here because then I'll lock in the 4. Can't lock in those dark cells. Alright. Can't lock in these dark cells. There we go. Not too bad of a 5-pipper. It's always funny when I like do a 5-pip with no problem, and then I run into like a 4-pip that takes me forever. Alright, 4-pip, are you going to take me forever? This 5 can't go into that 6 there, and we got to connect all dark cells. Why did I put a dark cell up here? Well, there's no reason for it to be a white cell. And there's no harm to be a white cell. So probably either this or this is going to end up being a white cell. And it's going to have been that anyways. Alright, this 5 can't go here, and it can't go there. Because it would lock in that 3. There we go. Making sure that can get out of there. Alright, and then just that so that can escape. Perfect. Yeah, see, that 4-pip did end up taking longer than the 5-pip. How about that? Alright. Underclued. Okay, so this 5, if it goes here, then this 6 can't grow, so that's correct for sure. And then this 5 has to come up here, and then that 4 has to come out. Alright, and what's going on with this leitmotif? I was like looking at it. Okay, so the point of origin was up here. Here's another easy way to find leitmotifs. Whenever you see like really skinny arrows, skinny lines, you know that's kind of where the start of the leitmotif is going to be. So let's line this up with the rest. There we go. Anything else on this island besides this pillar of insight that I'm ignoring? I'll do it in a second. I'll do it now. Come on. Alright. This 5 has to come out because it's artificially isolated. This 4 can't go here because it would block the 5 in. This 4 still can't go there because it would block the 5 in. This 5 can't go there because it would block the 4 in. And then this 4 can't go there because it would block the 5 in. Don't trap areas. Yes, exactly. That's many less words than I use to describe that. Alright. There we go. I miscounted at the bottom. Oh well. Okay. 12 underclude. Well. No matter which tile we put, either if we put a dark tile here or here, both of these are going to be light. Alright, block this connection. This is kind of like just a fill in the space as tightly as you can kind of puzzle. Alright, underclude here. We know that no matter what, the 2 can't come here, because then it blocks in the 6. And then 10. We know that no matter what, one of these tiles will be dark, and then this is going to have to be light. Alright, I think I'm all done on this island. Let's go to the next one. Ooh, star puzzle. Alright, so these can't touch. Connect all dark cells. This 4 is gonna have to connect to this white, so that's gonna be forced as such. This is gonna have to come out here. And then this 5 is going to have to connect here to this one, but if we put a light here, we're going to get an isolated dark cell. So this has to be dark, and it has to escape. And then this dark has to get out of here. So yeah, symbol ownership is what we demonstrated here. We knew this white tile belonged to this one, and this one belonged to that 4, so... Okay. So we have another case of bottlenecks here. So we know that we're going to have dark connecting to here, light connecting to here, and dark connecting to here. So we need to have a hallway over here where they can do that. So dark, and then light, and then dark. And then that's all there is to that one. You just have to recognize that you need 3 connections to go through that 3 thick line. Okay, this is maybe a demonstration of the corner trick here. We know that this 2 has to come out here or here, so this is always dark. We don't know what this 5 is doing with its life. Or do we? So if we put a light cell here, this 5 has to come and touch that one, so that's actually going to have to be like that. There we go. We don't know where the 5th of that 5 is going. Okay, any leitmotifs here? Hello. Oh, this one's very scrunched up in this perspective. There we go. Sometimes they don't want to register, and you just have to wiggle around until they register. Alright, what are we doing here? So this 4 belongs to either these or those, but it can't belong to that. If we connect it here, then this 4 is going to get overloaded as well. So it has to come up this way. And then that can connect. I think the Pillar of Insight's probably going to teach this concept. Alright. Alright, not really sure what the Pillar was teaching there. Alright. Here's a slightly more tricky one. So no matter which way this light 2 goes, this dark 2 is going to have to be a complement to it, because if it goes up here, it's going to go here, and vice versa. So these both have to be light. And then here, this is kind of a similar situation, but in this case, they have to be complements to each other. So this can't go up this way, and this can't go down that way. So this is basically saying when you draw a cell, you're going to create an outline over this border. Here, let me actually do that. So if I do like this, for example, I have to enclose this too. And by enclosing that too, I've made, you know, an illegal solution. So that's what the concept of this puzzle is. For example, if we put a light cell here, this 2 is going to be forced to be a 3. So that can't be a light cell. This can't be a light cell. Be a corner trick, that has to be like that. Then that has to be there. There we go. So we make this 2 come out here, this 3 is going to be a 4. So that 2 can't come there. That can't go there now. There we go. New concept unlocked. So we can't connect this here, or else it's a big problem. Can't connect that. Get this light motif in here. How are we doing on time? Going a little over. We're almost done here, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this area. Shouldn't take too much longer here. Alright, so our light cells, we can't do one here or here. There we go. Again, if we were to do that, it would have overloaded that 3, so... Okay, so we can't do any light cells on this side because it's going to overload the 2, so let's just do that first. Now we know that this 2 is going to have to be up or down, because if we send it to the left, it would overload the 6. And then we know the 6 can't go here because it's, again, going to overload the 2. So do that. Now we know that has to go like that, and like that, and like that. There we go. We, see, we applied that logic, and we were able to basically solve that entire 2 and 6. Alright, I feel like this is a similar situation here. If we put any dark cells up top, we're just going to mess up this 3. And then we have a 13 on the outside. If we put any light cells touching it on the outside, we're going to mess up the 3, so we have to insulate the outside. Alright, did we have anything else left here? Alright, let's fly over to the next island then. Use this launch pad for a little bit extra height, and then hit my face on a pillar anyways. Got some Peepo Talk lure here. Alright. Connect all dark cells. Whoop, misclicked. Misclicked again. Alright, let's do this Pillar of Insight. What are we doing here? No 3 in a row. Still no 3 in a row. So if we put a light cell here, we're going to make a 3 in a row, so we can't do that. Same for over here. No squares. So if we make this 2 go down here, it's going to make a square. So that can't go there, and that can't go there. This can't go here, because it would make a 2x2. This can't go there, because it would make a 2x2. This can't go here, because it's going to make a T. This has to go here. We cannot make a dark T. So that has to go there. No dark T's. If we go here, we're going to make a dark T, so let's block that one. Same for here. One tile remaining. Do we have any... Yep, right here. If we put a dark here, it's going to be a T, so block that one. Sometimes under-occlude grids are kind of unsatisfying because you don't finish the puzzle, but sometimes it's just like, wow, I just placed like 2 blocks and I'm done. So they giveth and they take it. Alright, what are we doing here? Is this an underclued grid? It looks like it's fully clued to me. Oh, it's underclued because you don't know what the last tile is. Ha ha ha. That was a 1 pip? Wow. Thought that was at least a 2 pip. We got a 4 pip here. No dominoes. So when we have no dominoes, that means whatever shape we make needs to be in a shape that doesn't have like a smooth edge in it. So one way to do that with a 5 shape, if you know your pentominoes, is you make a plus. So that's going to make it so that all of the edges are, you know, basically a diagonal outline, and then we just fill in the rest. That one's done. No dominoes here. The only way to do that with a 3 in the corner is to make this step. Then just put up the rest of our given tiles there. Alright, we need 3 more light motifs and 2 more logic grids. Well, I see the logic grids here, so we're just going to run around and find the light motifs after that. Alright, 5, 6. See, it's like you only had to solve half that grid. Isn't that nice? Alright, this 4 has to go in here. It doesn't fit any other way. Connect all dark cells. These have to escape. Has to escape. Alright. Oh, that was not completing the bonus for completing all of them, but just some of them. Okay. We might have a couple more straggler grids. We will see. I did see the corner of a light motif over here. Nope, it was up there. Whoops. Here's the corner of one. How many puzzles do we have in this section? 6 more to go. Okay, so there's going to be 2 more light motifs. Looking for any, like, black lines just on the side of the environment. Okay, 1 symbol per light area. Block those. And then we don't know what it's going to be doing. It looks like we have to put 2 S shapes in here. So it has to be like that and like that. Or it has to be like that and that. We don't know which one it is, so we're just going to only put the ones in common of that solution. Alright. Looking for light motifs now, or logic grids. I think that's all that's at this island is light motifs and logic grids. There's another logic grid. Alright, this is another situation where A has to get through the middle over here. We don't know how exactly it's doing it, but we know that it has to go through there. Only 2 more light motifs. Huh? There's one here. Looks like it's converging up towards this way, and there's the tail end, so there we go. one more leitmotif. And then, I guess, 2 more grids, because we should be at 77. Currently, we're at 74. Is there a grid back here? Nope. Don't fall. Let's get a higher view. Maybe we'll see something that we missed from higher perspectives. Whoa, man. There we go. There's another logic grid. Alright, connect all dark cells. This has to come out. That has to come out, and then bottleneck. Oh, and there's our last logic grid. Great. Connect all dark cells, and no square. Alright, easy. Last leitmotif, where are you? I'm ready to be... Oh, hi. Alright, well, that's going to wrap up this episode here. We have finished... There we go, jeez. Didn't want to be finished for a second. We have completed the Shattered Library 100%. Next time, we will be... Let's see. I think next time I'm going to do some of the quests in the Verdant Glen. Not the Verdant Glen, apologies. The Lucent Waters. We're going to do some of the quest here. We have corner numbers. We have Domino Terrace. We have Area Insight. We're just going to run around and hit all those. And then these Pillar of Insights as well. Probably the quest for Perfection. And then we might go and hit up Gather No Moss. So, until next time, thanks for watching. And I will see you next time. I'm going to go over here and turn in my quest really quick. Later!